Hi everyone, welcome back to the introductory class on International Trade Masterclass. Last episode, we talked about the 4 W's of international trade: the what, the why, the where, and the when. And I'm very sure you are familiar with all these terms now. Today, we'll be talking about the how. However, before we proceed, I would like you to like this video, share, and also press the notification bell so that you'll be notified of the next episode. Today we are discussing the how of settlements. International trade, of course, is not free of charge. As you are engaging in international trade, it's also expected that values are exchanged. Somebody is giving you goods or rendering service, you're also expected to pay back. So how is this settled? Particularly, you are not dealing in your local environment. That means it's not your currency, your local currency that you'll be using to settle this trade. So trade is not often settled in local currency, except where the local currency is a convertible currency. So if I'm buying something from Egypt, for example, or I buy from Singapore, it will be agreed on the currency I'm going to pay. I'm a Nigerian. Singapore trader may not be accepting Naira, so the currency will be a foreign currency to me, which I have to access to settle the trade obligation. Trading partners require foreign exchange to make settlements many a times if the currency demanded is not your local currency. What do I mean? If a trader or a supplier in China is selling to a buyer in Nigeria, they may agree to settle in US dollars. That means US dollar is neither the local currency of China or that of Nigeria, but that's the currency they've adopted. So the buyer in Nigeria has to access the foreign exchange market to get this foreign exchange to settle the seller in China. The same thing, the Chinese may be demanding for renminbi. That means the Nigerian buyer will have to get renminbi from the foreign exchange market to settle. So basically, the trading partner may be dealing in foreign exchange. The availability of foreign exchange support trade settlement. Where there's no foreign exchange, trade may be stifled. Trade may be hampered. The growth may not be as fast as expected. So there's always need to have foreign exchange. The forex market is not a physical location, just like international trade. Foreign exchange market is not a physical location. Forex market is a composite web of engaging connection between various banks, brokers, and financial institutions worldwide. So you won't see a market where you will go and say, I want to buy a particular foreign currency. Those traders settle on telephone or other connection between banks and other participants. Foreign exchange market is the largest market and the most liquid financial markets in the world because various parties are engaging in the trade, and also the trade does not sleep. So the market is very big and is very liquid. Of course, we are dealing with foreign currency. And the market opens 24 hours a day, just like international trade. Of course, as trade is 24 hours, the settlement too has to be 24 hours. And the source of getting this settlement is actually the foreign exchange market. Now, the foreign exchange markets, what are they selling in foreign exchange market? You may be wondering, do they sell money? It's money they're actually selling because foreign exchange is actually money. So it's a market, if you want to make it very, very simple for the man on the street, it's actually a market where foreign exchange is sold. So the item we are selling in foreign exchange market is actually money, not commodities. Now, governments use different exchange controls to manage the availability of foreign exchange because there are some countries that their demand exceed the supply to bring in the proceed. So the government often at times intervene in the market to ensure that foreign exchange is properly utilized. Now, in developing countries, there are 2 windows where you can get foreign exchange. You can get foreign exchange from the central bank or the interbank, and you can also get foreign exchange from the autonomous market. What do I mean by autonomous market? These are other markets that are not by central bank or by the interbank market. So central bank or interbank market can be defined as a formal and organized market instituted by monetary authorities to trade, transact, and deal in foreign exchange. And most of the operators in this market do get license. And if you are not licensed, you are not permitted to participate in this market. The other market is the autonomous market, which some people will call the parallel market. The underground market is actually not licensed operators. So most of the time you see them as illegal practitioner in the trade. But of course it exists and it's something that people recognize. Though most countries, they take it as unofficial source of fund. So those are the various sources of foreign exchange. It may be easily available in some country if their supply is more than their demand. That is, if they are selling, their export trade is higher than their import trade, they will always have that surplus that they can leverage. But if it's a country that their import exceed their export, there's always a shortage in the foreign exchange market that may create pressure, and that always affects the foreign exchange rate. The more the demand and the smaller the supply, the higher the exchange rate, which is basically the economic principle. Thank you. I know that today's episode you have learned something about foreign exchange, what it's all about, where you can get it, who are the major supplier, what it can cost if it's not adequate. Thank you. Do not forget to like, share, and of course the notification bell so that you won't forget, and you can always get notified when the next episode is available. Thank you. See you next episode.